Hey everybody, how's it going? We got a new update, version 13.0. Alright, so this is a new round 3 of the season 4 of the roundup, where we got some new cars to pick up and some old series to rerun. We got a lot of flashback events in this update, so let's dive right in, shall we? So first of all, the roundup bonus car is going to be the Mercedes C63S that you see on the screen. I know some of you guys have mentioned that this splash screen had a wrong car. I think some of you guys ended up having Lambo showing up on the front page for some odd reason. Would have been a little surprise. Very wedgy looking Mercedes. But anyway, and then we got some new time trial competitions, such as Bugatti Bolide. That car seems to be a Christmas car, because I feel like very first time we had a special event featuring that car, End of the Line or something like that. That was around the Christmas time or New Year's. This update, the last update of the year, and I think when we had a flashback, I feel like it was about the same time too, like a year later or something like that. But anyway, we'll check into the victory points, how much is required at the end of the video. But of course, the big flagship car of this version, the version 13.0, is of course the new Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. So it is going to be featured in a special event called Red Inferno, and I believe this is a recommended PR event, and it's also the first special event that's gonna be unlocked as soon as you download the new version. So you got 5 days, so that means it's gonna be a 5-stage event. Understanding the current trend with these special events, I don't think it's gonna be locked. The stages are not gonna be locked by 24 hours each stage. That used to be the trend back in the day, but in the recent versions, they kind of let that format go. So, which I prefer. That makes the event a bit more easier to manage. I think they realized because they usually give us 3-hour instant service at the beginning, right? And instant upgrade. That offer is rarely useful because you're only able to at most complete 2 first stages, which are usually pretty easy, meaning you don't typically need any upgrades on those, and they're pretty short races early on, so you don't even need to service the car sometimes. So maybe they come to realize this will make more sense. Yeah, I'll try to make my way through with my usual lowest PR possible run, and video will be coming. All right, so we'll see how difficult or how easy this is going to be. Of course, the previous version of SF90 Stradale, without the double X in the name, we just had the flashback event in the last version, the Hybrid Horizon. So yeah, this car is 100 gold more expensive than the old version. So the regular SF90 costed 800 gold. This one is 900 gold, and the PR range is a bit higher as well. So this one goes from base PR 79.8 up to 96.5 maxed out, compared to the older SF90 that goes from base PR 74 up to maxed out 89.7, And because it's Ferrari, I get a feeling we are not gonna get any discount offers. Is what I'm gathering. Yeah, some thing with the Ferrari. They don't allow us to customize the car, and yeah, they're a little bit more stricter. Yeah, yeah, that tracks, doesn't it? Ferrari. Yeah, enough said. And look at that. We are wrapping up 2024 season of Formula One in this version. So we're gonna get just one more Grand Prix event that is at Yas Marina, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So I guess that is total of how many events? We had the Interlagos and the Silverstone in the last one. And then we had, let's see, Singapore and Monza, right? So we get 5 Grand Prix events for 2024 season. That's it, I'm assuming. And then remaining 5. So basically, 5 cars are to be purchased if you haven't, if you don't complete all the Grand Prix events. So, all right. And I expect the PR requirements gonna be the same, more or less. Upgrade cost is gonna be comparable as well. So yeah, all right. So let me check the how much it costed. And yeah, 435 gold, right? Regardless of which team you pick, and about 1.7 million motorsport dollars. So that's 5 upgrades, 5 upgrade across the board. So I expect it's gonna be the same in this one. Yeah, so 5-day event, and then you get to pick up a new Formula One car of the 2024 season. And in the Champion Series, I believe, so a couple of additions in the Formula One section, the 2024 season, in the motorsport section. So we are getting invitational for each team. So if you max out the upgrades on any of the cars, and of course you own it, then you will unlock the corresponding teams invitational series. So pretty typical, except in this year we get Interlagos, which is cool. And the other change is, or addition, is for the 2024 Champion Series, where they've added the Interlagos as part of the series as well, which is a nice welcome change because that circuit's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's that. And speaking of limited series, this is really the only new limited series car, which is fine. All the other limited series in this version are going to be rerun of the old cars. So yeah, at least we get 24 hours of instant service and upgrades on the old car reruns, going by the trend, right? Anyway, this one is for a new WRC car, brought to us from Hyundai, right? i20N Rally 1 Hybrid. So yeah, with these events, the WRC, right, cars, because we've had 2 different limited series featuring the WRC cars. First one was Toyota, which was pretty straightforward, standard, limited series format. You get 3 upgrades across the board, spend 264 gold and like 1.17 million and change motorsport dollars to meet the PR requirement. You run through, get done, right? So that was pretty straightforward. And then of course we got Ford WRC, the Puma, right? And that one, you could just gotten 3 upgrades across the board, except there was that the speed record that was impossible with 3 upgrades across the board. You needed to put more on the engine, and you didn't need to get as many upgrades on another category. So of course it ended up costing us a little bit more, 309 gold instead of 264, and a little less motorsport dollars because of that, 1.3, or actually a little bit more motorsport dollars too, I think about it, because you had to get the last tier motorsport dollars on that engine category. So it ended up costing us like 1.34 million motorsport dollars and change. So we shall see how Hyundai Limited Series, the i20 and Rally 1 Hybrid Limited Series, is gonna go. I most likely will post an overview, but if there's any event like speed record or speed snap, I'll do the test run in my overview video. So just to make sure that the 3 upgrades across the board is going to be sufficient. If not, we'll figure out a different course of action for upgrades. But that is not until November 24th. So that can wait another week. Yeah, and of course we get the time trial competition with the WRC cars, right? And the Formula One, and also with the bolide, right? So we have 3 time trial competitions coming up in this update, and what's so significant about that is which car to get, right? So on the Formula One side of things, we all know Red Bull is most likely gonna be the fastest car in the grid. Maybe Ferrari is gonna come pretty close, but I have a feeling the top of the rank is gonna be dominated by Red Bull. That's my prediction. Now, on the WRC side, so 3 cars, the Toyota, Ford, and Hyundai, they do have a very different, I guess, strength. So if we look at the specs here, the Hyundai has the highest PR, 44.1 base PR, compared to Toyota, which has 43.2. That's the middle one, and the Ford has the lowest PR, 42.9. And I'm just comparing base specs, but you know they scale relatively evenly across the board. So with the same amount of upgrades, it's most likely the specs are gonna rise, you know, respectively at the same degree. So generally, the aspect that contributes a lot to the PR boost highest is the grip. So as expected, Hyundai is the gripper. It's got the highest grip out of the 3 at 1.38 G. And the second highest one, the middle one, is Toyota, which one has 1.37 G. And Ford has the lowest PR, 1.36 G. So they're like, we're talking 0.01 G difference. Is that going to make a huge difference? It could. Between Ford and Hyundai, 0.02 G difference, that may play enough role to make a big difference, I think. Now, so that's one aspect, right? The other aspect that's kind of important is acceleration. So on the acceleration front, actually, Ford is the quickest one, 2.6 seconds. Hyundai is the middle of the road on that one, 2.65 seconds. And the Toyota is the slowest one, coming in at 2.7 seconds. However, Toyota does have the highest top speed. So we're talking 201 kph for Toyota. And the second place is Hyundai, 198 kph. And Puma, the Ford, we already know has the lower top speed, as we suffered in that limited series a couple of updates ago. 100, or was it last update? It's been so long. Those these 6-week updates. I feel like they go on forever. Is that 6 or 8? It's 8, isn't it? Right? It's like, yeah. Anyway, because it normally runs a 6-week schedule, but currently we're running 8-week schedule, I think. So yeah, so Ford has 193 kph top speed. So yeah, so Ford is the sprinter out of the three, but it's got the lowest top speed, so, and lowest grip. So I have a feeling probably the most difficult car to use in a time trial competition, because I'm not sure, well, depending on the circuit, but still, having the lowest grip kind of cancels out the acceleration, if that makes sense. And then, of course, the final spec, the braking distance. Toyota has the best braking distance, 29.7 meters. And the Ford and Hyundai are pretty close. Ford coming in the middle, or the second place, with a 30 meter braking distance, and Hyundai coming in at 30.1 meter braking distance. Yeah, maybe it'll make a difference. So my guess is Hyundai's probably, I mean, if you surely just go by the PR, Hyundai does have the highest PR, so perhaps that's going to be the best car for time trial competition. I don't think Ford is going to be, or I think Ford is going to be the most difficult one to use. But your mileage may vary depending on your racing style, right? So those are the time trial competitions coming up. Each one pays out, I believe, 1,000 victory points, and depending on the rank you land, of course, you get different gold rewards, right? So up to 100 gold if you land top 0.1%, the rank A, right? And then rank B, which is where I generally land with these type of events, is gonna be 50 gold. Little less than the weekly time trial. Anyway, back to the flashback events. So we got 4 flashbacks. So we got the Ferrari F8 Tributo. I think that's a track day flashback. And yes, we got Bugatti Bolide. So that's the end of the line or end of the road special event. And I believe last time, or the first time when we had that event, I think I won the car for free. Like, definitely no gold invested, but I may not even have to put any racing dollar upgrades. I'll put my playthrough from that first initial release in the description box below. So if you're interested on how I won that car, check out the video. And then Mazda Ferrari. Yes, that's also a special event. That one does cost a bit of gold, if I remember, because it's like really old event where they put like a paywall almost. It's not a required PR event. None of these are. But I remember that event being part of the time when they had a event that required you to have to get a spend upgrade on gold upgrades, because like they put like a speed record or something that you had to spend gold to get past, more upgrades basically. And then the 2016 Ford GT Le Mans, boy, that's a classic event. what was it called? Le Mans Legends or something like that. We already had the Ferrari one run through, right? Recently. So I guess they're just rehashing all the events from years gone by. All right. And we got exclusive series. So what do we have? Oh, I guess they're invitational for Formula One is essentially exclusive series for Formula One cars. So they just kind of lump it in here. So if you max them out, you will have access to those invitational. And oh yeah, Formula One Valente. Yes, that one has been available for purchase since for what, like 3 weeks or so at this point. So once you fully upgrade that car, you have access to the exclusive series on that one. So how much do these things pay out? So Formula One Invitational Series pays out 90 gold and 250,000 motorsport dollars per team for 100% completion. And Valente Exclusive Series pays out 30 gold and 100,000 motorsport dollars. That sounds very low. And of course we got the new Koenigsegg CC850 exclusive series as well. That one, upon maxing out that car, you will have entry into the exclusive series, which pays out total of 120 gold and 250,000 racing dollars. And the brand new Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. Once you've maxed out that car, there's an exclusive series waiting for you with the total reward of 150 gold and 300,000 racing dollars. So those are the new exclusive series. Let's check out new cars. What do we have? We have daily reward, which is bonus racing dollars. 160%, not really that important. And we got some limited time sale going on, probably featured in this week's weekly time trial and the online multiplayer. So we got Lamborghini Essenza SCV12, nice car, but we'll check that out later. All right, let's download all assets while we are at it. And there we go, the brand new Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. Why do I want to keep saying SFX? Anyway, top speed 346 kph, 1.9 second acceleration, so that is pretty quick. 27.4 meters for braking distance, that's pretty decent. And 1.5 G, that is pretty good as well, considering the top speed is 346 kph. I think this is gonna be relatively grippy, especially for Ferrari, not exactly known for their grip on most of their cars. But anyway, base PR 79.8, and of course it is featured in the brand new special event, Red Inferno. All right. And then we have the I'm assuming this is gonna be the last WRC car, at least for now, the current season, assuming they might release more in the future. We'll see. Hyundai i20 and Rally 1 hybrid. So as I said, this one has the highest PR. We'll see how the limited series go with this one once it is available next week. But yeah, with that being said, and the other car, okay, that is available for limited time sale is going to be Porsche 718 RSK. Of course, it's kind of a funky looking car. So let's see. Let's check into the victory points. Yeah, first special event is going to be the red Inferno featuring the new Ferrari. Well, let's check out the, yeah. Because I already own the car, I just get the 75 gold instead of the new Mercedes. And you need 40,200 victory points to get there. And yeah, that's pretty close to the last tier of victory points available here, isn't it? Because in previous, maybe a couple of updates ago, they were putting the grand prize a little bit earlier on, like in 20k range, and then I guess it got pushed back. It's not as far back as it used to be, at least I don't think, but it is what it is. All right, so so we got the new motorsports, right? The season 4, so Stradale experience with 2 X's. And it looks like as long as you own any of the 3 cars featured in it, you have access to the series, so that's good to know. And then let's see, we got a bunch of exclusive series that's going to be available now as well. So let's see. So Koenigsegg CC850, the new Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale, and the Formula 1 Volante. Right. And then motorsports section in Formula 1. That's the part that we're interested in. So Champion Series, as I said, have added the new circuit, Interlagos. And then we got the whole new series, 2024 Invitational Series. So upon maxing out any of these cars, you will have access to the new series. So I will probably max out the Red Bull and maybe McLaren. McLaren is pretty decent too. And for since they're saying this is gonna be the last one, I'll probably run Ferrari on this account, win the top car from the season 2024 season. So then I think I'll have a pretty good roster. I got yeah, McLaren, Red Bull, and Ferrari. That's pretty good. Mercedes, throughout the whole Real Racing 3 legacy of Formula 1, I feel like Mercedes has always kind of underperformed. PR is pretty high, but I feel like they always underperform compared to like Red Bull and Ferrari. Actually, the 2019 Red Bull were kind of trashy, but we'll, let that be a exception to the rule. Because ever since then, the Red Bull's been pretty good. So anyway, there we go. So those are the new contents available in the game, and yeah. So Formula 1 time trial comes before the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Interesting. But I'd assume that time trial competition is going to go for a couple of weeks. Oh, look at that. We got Lancia LC2 Limited Series as well. I didn't even see that one. We have so many limited series, don't we? We got the Track Day. That's the F8 Tributo. We got the Porsche 911 GT2 RS Club Sport 25 Limited Series. All right. That's a lovely car. By the way, I think this game, at least the way the garage is, need to be overhauled. I'll show you what I mean after this. That's gonna be a little bit of my rant. Maybe I should have started with that first. There's the Bolide time trial competition. I guess we win a new livery. We already got a new livery on that car from the couple of Christmas ago. End of the road. There you go. And Ferrari Rising. Yeah, so we got lots of flashback events. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flashback events. And I guess just one limited series featuring old car? No. 2. Okay. So there you go. All right. What I was going to say about the garage. So, this number of cars available in the game is at this point kind of like out of hand, I think. Like road cars, road garage, there are 283 cars available. And on the motorsport side, there's another 231 available. And of course, they're currently categorized by manufacturer, unless it's Formula One. You know what I mean? Like this, right? This is impossible to like find cars. Like for example, Formula One, there are 64 cars available. It takes forever if you're trying to pick one car near the end. You have to like, sit there and tap your screen forever and a day to get to that. You know what I mean? Like Dodge or Mazda, there are only 9 cars, 7 cars. They're not bad, right? Because not that many. But even like Ferrari, we got 33 cars available. Chevy's got 33 cars. And they come nowhere near, of course, Porsche. We have 53 cars available just by its own single category, right? And Lambo, we got probably quite a few there too. Okay, 22. I expected more Lambos, because we have so many versions of Hurricanes, But yeah, so yeah, because I was like looking for a Porsche the other day, and I was getting more. I just before I reached by the time like I lost track of what I was looking for. So I just said like, okay, screw it, because I'm gonna go do something else. That's not good. This filter is hardly a filter. They call it garage filter. Could we just get a text search or a different way of searching for cars? Like how about like categorize filter by PR, or really any more subcategory, I think would be a welcome change to this garage management that is currently available in the car, because it's barely management is a very, very generous term. Yeah, this is insane. So anyway, that's my garage rant here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.